To me, when BMW is mentioned, the first vehicle that often comes to mind is the iconic E46 M3 model. The E46 has been a popular choice among enthusiasts for years and is on its way to becoming a classic. Characteristic of BMW, the majority of its engines are straight 6-cylinders, with the M3 model being powered by the legendary S54 engine, which stands out even among BMW's impressive roster of engines. The company itself has used the inline-6 layout since the 1910s in aviation, and it has become a core part of the Bavarian heritage. With a potent power, captivating exhaust note and following, willing to overlook its relatively high operating costs since its launch in 2000, the S54 is truly one of a kind. Designed as a pure performance engine, the engine is aimed to achieve 100 horsepower per liter, a feat that was rarely seen back then. Its unmatched performance sets it apart as a standout among BMW's non-turbo 6-cylinder engines. Although we may never see another engine like the S54, the engineering details behind this remarkable power plant are worth exploring. The S54 was one of many engines designated with the S label, developed by BMW's M division. Although it shared its numerical designation with the M54, it has more in common with its predecessor, the S50 from 1992, rather than the standard aluminum engine. The S50B30 was a serious piece of machinery with no corners cut in its development. This is evidenced by its cast iron closed-deck engine block based on the M50 series, double-row timing chain, and added scavenging pump to prevent oil starvation. The square 86 by 85.8mm cylinders yielded a displacement of 3 liters, producing 286 horsepower, a power-to-displacement ratio that was still relatively uncommon at the time, achieved through meticulously designed interrunners with ITBs, a long-runner exhaust header, and a variable intake timing with the VANA system. In 1995, BMW released an updated version, the S50B32, featuring a stroked 3.2-liter variant with a double VANA system, a secondary oil pickup, and a 7600 RPM redline. The S54 continued in the vein of the S50 series, being a proven concept of a durable, reliable, and powerful engine. The S54 and S50 shared several features, most notably the cast iron engine block architecture that outweighed the increased weight compared to aluminum. However, they managed to shave a few kilos off the block, which in the end weighed only 105 pounds. The 91mm stroke was carried over, along with the crankshaft with 12 counterweights, lending the engine its renowned smoothness. The internal components of the bottom end of the engine, such as the aluminum Mala pistons with oil squirters, reinforced steel rods, and lightweight crankshaft are all made of forged materials. Although the short block remained largely unchanged with the twin oil pickup system, the majority of differences between the S54 and its predecessor lay in the engine head design. The aluminum 24-valve head was revised, featuring a single-piece design as opposed to the two-part design of early models, and incorporating cast iron hollow camshafts. A high compression ratio and finger followers, which replaced the older bucket-style tappets, further improved efficiency. The high-flowing, long-run exhaust manifold made of stainless steel, individual throttle bodies, and the oil scavenging pump were all used as well, just like the Euro-spec M3 E36 engine. Not to forget that electronics were still in diapers, and ECUs made an incredible progress between the generations as well. These modifications transformed the S54 soundtrack into a distinct roar that is easily recognizable to any petrolhead, while delivering a remarkable power per displacement ratio and a linear power band. When one examines the performance chart of a standard S54 engine, it is evident that it has been expertly calibrated. The output power curve is admirably linear and the torque distribution is stunningly flat, much like the world of Subaru. Despite its small size, the initial model of the S54 engine was able to generate a spectacular 333 horsepower and 266 pound-feet of torque. Its usable rev range was as impressive as the 8000 RPM limiter. Despite its long production run, the S54 engine remained mostly unchanged, with the exception of a variation designed specifically for the CSL branded M3. This revised model featured alterations to the exhaust system, camshaft profiles, exhaust valves, and the addition of a map sensor. A noteworthy upgrade was the incorporation of a carbon fiber intake plenum, which accentuated the magnificent engine sound of the S54. The S54 is widely recognized as a durable and reliable engine within the BMW community. Despite its reputation, certain parts are known to fail over time, and information about these potential issues can be easily found on the internet. Some of the less severe problems include oil leaks, failing water pump, and leaky expansion tanks. The Vena solenoids have a reputation for failing and causing engine performance issues. On the opposite end of the engine, the connecting rod bearings prior to 2003 have been known to experience premature wear without warning. According to BMW, the S54 is fine with an oil consumption rate of up to 1.5 liters per 1000 kilometers. It is important to note that the recommended oil for this engine is 10W60 viscosity and no other type should be used. Regular oil analysis is highly recommended to assure the longevity and proper functioning of the engine, especially due to the connecting rod bearings. It is important to keep in mind that the S54 is a high-performance engine that requires proper care to function at its best. This includes using the correct oil, ensuring proper lubrication, and preventing overheating. Additionally, unlike its CSL sibling, the regular S54 requires periodic valve clearance adjustments to maintain optimal performance. The S54 is capable of reaching 150 to 200,000 kilometers with proper care and maintenance, though it demands more care than other E46 engines. It is important to note that the BMW S54 received widespread recognition for its exceptional performance capabilities. This engine won the Engine of the Year competition every year from 2001 to 2006 in the 3 to 4 liter category and was included in Ward's 10 Best Engines list from 2001 to 2004. The engine was produced up to 2006 in the E46 and then 2 more years for the Z4M Roadster and Coupe. A Wiesmann MF3 Roadster also received it, alongside the CSL-developed version. It was produced in over 100,000 units, but they are becoming scarce, and prices for used ones are going through the roof. The lack of a direct successor only adds to the uniqueness of the S54 engine. Consider subscribing to my membership and Patreon, which would really help this channel to continue growing. These videos require time to produce properly, and I would be keen to keep them coming. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Cheers!